It's 1948 in the Kasierreich universe. Germany has been left battered and bruised, but victorious nonetheless. In the west, the Syndicalist snakes have been eradicated, but the old foes of the Weltkrieg have taken their place. With the French mainland divided and the Syndicalists gone, the justification of the Halifax Conference that temporarily kept the peace has well and truly come to an end. But the accord is the least of the Kaiser's worries. Russia never lost the Second Weltkrieg. Only a temporary ceasefire was signed between the two powers, and Russia had gained significant territories in Ukraine, Belarus, and Finland, with there being no doubt they want the rest. The invention of nuclear weapons has forced a Cold War among this political mess, and the new and young Kaiser, Wilhelm IV, must move precariously to avoid nuclear war. Hi, I'm Colonel Cam, and welcome to 12 Years as Germany in Kasierreich. Hello guys, Kasierreich. I was expecting this mod to be a little bit more than what I got, but don't worry, the video is still entertaining. Really quickly before we get into the video, please like and subscribe. A lot of time and effort goes into these videos and I'd really appreciate it if you just did one of those things. Anyway, let's get straight into it. The end of the Second Weltkrieg. After 7 years of a war that touched every continent on the globe, the bloodiest conflict in human history has drawn to a close. And we are playing Kasierreich. Now this is like a sequel to Kasierreich. So it's basically in the Kasierreich universe, but the Second World War is finished. Germany won it again. Kasierreich 2, guys. Kasierreich 2 before GTA. I need to stop saying that. Why do I keep saying? He's signing a peace deal with Russia like 7 months ago, but Russia didn't actually lose. They just signed a peace deal. You can see they're pretty strong. They took Minsk. And we don't actually, these are all Russian puppets here. So Russia are kind of scary, and they're fascist, by the way. So we got the Reichspakt here, obviously half of Ukraine. We lost like half of Ukraine. Did we lose Kiev as well? No, we still got Kiev, okay. And the Entente is back in Europe, Italy, Greece, southern France, and Britain. And we actually control northern France. The French Republic are not going to like that, so we're definitely going to be fighting the Entente again, and Russia is coming for our ass. But this time Finland is in the Reichspakt, so I guess that's good. The Ottoman Empire is still around, guys. I can't believe how the Ottoman Empire is still alive, but they are. Obviously, we got Wilhelm III in charge of the German Empire. We are going to get Wilhelm IV, though, because this guy's going to die very soon. Or socialism. There's no more syndicalism. It's all just radical socialism. So that's been eradicated from the world. Just want to mention really quickly that at the time of recording this, Donald Trump was almost assassinated. I'm not going to pick a side, but wow. Can politics just, like, chill out for a second in America? Like, we haven't had a political assassination. Well, I say we, but America hasn't had a political assassination since, what, John F. Kennedy? I just want to say to all my American viewers, stay safe out there. It feels like there's going to be a civil war any second. Now, we've got the Bundesstaat. I don't know what this is. Are these all different, like, Alsace-Lorraine? Okay, so these are all, like, the different republics inside of Germany. And guys, guess what? We've got my favorite game mechanic. Passing laws! Ooh, we love that one. And the Reichstag, of course, look at this. We love these charts. These kind of charts, they definitely don't look confusing at all. The active legislation. Essentially, we have to click buttons to get temporary support from each republic inside of Germany, which then will allow us to pass laws, which I'm pretty much going to cut out, okay? It's not that interesting. We need to do the reforms before 812 days are up, okay? Interesting, and I'm guessing to do reforms, we're going to have to be able to pass them inside the Reichstag. That's what I'm guessing. Now, this mod actually has a really cool mechanic that I like. Military spending. That is a thing. So the bigger our army is, the more consumer goods or the more civilian factories it's going to take up. Now that's really cool. I've always wanted that in Hearts of Iron 4, because having something like this just makes Russia OP, where they can just spam so many divisions, have a massive army, and then not have to spend anything to keep it up, right? But now they've got special projects, military spending to keep up an army, which is really cool. I agree with that guy. That guy made some pretty good points right there. I agree with him. What's up? Okay, our divisions. Whoa, we got 2 lines of support battalions. I think the majority of the army's going to be mechanized now, because it's 1948. You're not going to have an infantry army. It's going to be mechanized all. That's the mistake I made when I played TNO. I tried using infantry when I tried attacking Germany as Russia, and it just didn't work. You need to have your army mechanized, and it seems like this mod is going to be the same. I feel like mechanized is going to be very important. Wow. We just gather support from all these different dudes. That is indeed the list of republics and parties that I can gather support from. I don't know why we need so many. I think literally 2 buttons would work. Gather support from republics and gather support from parties. You don't need all these decisions. Is this what the atomic bomb is called? The Heimdallers? Glorious Deutschland. The recent years have not been kind to you. Despite facing adversities, which would have overwhelmed lesser nations. Our great nation has overcome them and once again stands victorious. Unlike in the previous war, victory has come at a high cost. Here's a bunch of lore if you want to read it. I summed it up in the intro, but this is like goes into detail. Anyway, we can now look at our focus tree. Look at this. Well, we could have looked at it before, but I want to look at it now that we've done that. I was having a look through the focus tree and I couldn't see any declare war options, and I was beginning to get worried, but I assumed that they would declare war on me, so I wasn't too worried yet. Wilhelm opens the 1948 Reichstag. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah. Happy New Year. You know what I've always wanted to do in a multiplayer game? Just wish people Happy New Year and Merry Christmas every time it comes around in game. Like, imagine you're just like invading and then you just hear some guy on the microphone. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, guys. Reichsstandler von Bredau speaks. It's stability, war support, or political power. Let's heal our wounds. I want stability. Oh, that looks so good. Urban or new industrial towns? New industrial towns. Look at that. That's like 6 civs right there. We got this invitation to this Oxford conference in Britain. You know, I think they might be trying to be friends with us, but I don't know. I don't trust them. Have hastily organised a diplomatic conference to finally deal with Mackinson's extra-legal occupation of southern England. Whatever happens, we've been given an official invite to attend the conference. Right, we demand. What do we demand there? Mackinson's army. We gave Britain a bunch of demands, which they refused, but they don't have much influence in the world, so I pushed a little harder, and eventually they accepted. They accept. Dankeschön! Yes. Thank you. The Oxford Treaty is signed. I knew they'd push for it. What are they going to do? Go to war with us now? No. Berlin, 4 military factories, add 4. Oh, we lose. Oh, this is like demobilization. Yeah, continue demobilizing the economy, yeah. We're not going to war yet. I think it'll be fine. Little did I know that it would be a while until we went to war. In fact, I would have to encourage it myself. You'll see later in the video how I do it. Oh, look at this. Professional military. Military spending goes down, but as we get a better military, the military spending goes up, but the army gets better. I pass a law. There's a law. Oh, there was a law. I didn't realize. Okay, well, we're passing it. I also have to pass it in the Bundesstaat as well, which I didn't realize. Anyway, the Rhineland is very upset. Apparently, the Commune of France, like, occupied the Rhineland and destroyed everything, so now it's, like, terrible and people are unhappy. Massacre in Cologne. Where's that? He suggested that the Reichskanzler personally ventured to Cologne to represent... I've pronounced it differently every single time. You know, stability's nice. We're gonna send the Chancellor. A chink in the Kaiser's armor. There were a lot of events regarding this crisis, but nothing really happened on map, so I'm just going to skip over it. It basically, we lose stability. There you go. Now we can do the aftermath of the riots, and we can now get decisions, finally, and hopefully that'll fix our building the new stat, the new government. Now, what happened next is completely outrageous. Now, I should have known from this moment that this mod was doomed to fail. Just have a look. The United Kingdom of Lithuania and Belarus? What? With the accession of Ruthenian territories into Lithuanian control after recent events, the Lithuanian governors coordinated with the organized territory of Belarus into a secondary kingdom after initially cooperating with the local elements that had formed a Belarusian Central Council of Minsk. So apparently we just annexed back the land we lost from Russia in the Second Weltkrieg. Look, Ukraine is whole again, under our control. Wait, why? And today martial law has been lifted and with the unrest has been stamped out. Okay. Remove the clone crisis. Good, we get stability back. Then I started negotiating with all these parties about something in the decisions tab. It's endlessly decision stuff right now. But we need these reforms, and next year I would work hard to make sure that we got them. Switzerland is going to be neutral this entire time. This will be World War III. Anyway, time is running out to finish these reforms, and I'm only 75% of the way there, and there's no more decisions for me to click. It's stuck. I don't know why. Oh, I can do this. I can open it. Okay, this tree's open. We got Masters of Middle Europa, the Europeiser was something, and expand these guys. Spain has joined the Accord. Wow. What were they before? Were they just on their own? Okay, well, they got Portugal now. That is a crazy front I got to deal with there, wow. So I began the Middle Europa focus, and that led to, guess what, more decisions. Middle Europa is customs and economic union unifying Germany and its sphere of influence, established after the First Weltkrieg. We can move up to a semi-elite. I'm not going to do that though. I'd rather just increase my mobilization, right? Conservative or reformist? This is a question as old as time. I had the option to invite Austria-Hungary or the Danubian Federation into Middle Europa, so I took it. Look, I can do it here. Invite the Danube Federation. Let's go. However, I would never hear back from them. You know, I keep getting ghosted in Hoi4 and real life. It's crazy. Anyway, have a look at all these ciphers I've decrypted. I've got like the best intelligence in the world. I've got all the ciphers for everyone. I'll do Spain now though. Middle Africa collapsed, like it does in every Hoi 4 mod. Wow, so creative. You know, I feel like this video is just me roasting this mod. I mean, it's obviously a lot of time and effort has gone into it, but wow. I can't get a majority of 62 or 208 in the Reichsstand or Bundestag. I click all these decisions and it's temporary, but I click all of them, right? And then I'm waiting and it runs out and then I get it, but I don't. Now this is where I start to get a bit frustrated. Prepare for some yelling and cursing, all right? I'm just giving you a warning. I don't remember when, but just prepare yourself, okay? Now what's interesting is that the Accord begin doing naval exercises in the Atlantic and we have the option to send a submarine to observe them. Let's send the submarines. We're going. Standoff in the North Atlantic. For the past month, the Accord have been prepared for Operation Mainbrace. Wait, how much are the opposition campaigning? All right, well, this election is about to happen, and I did not campaign enough, but I wasn't ready. The new Reichskanzler. With the electoral victory of the Zentrum, the leadership contest between the major factions of the Zentrum comes to a head. I felt like I had no control over that election. The Zentrum won, and I was campaigning for the DKP, but I was given like 2 months to do it, and I had no political power because I was too busy trying to get support from other things. And there's so many decisions, like, bro, I don't have enough political power. Anyway, the Accord noticed our spy submarine in the Atlantic, and they ordered us to leave, to which I responded. Yeah, they're departing. I'm leaving. I'm not going to push them, alright? We're fine. In hindsight, I probably should have stayed. If someone knows what happens if you do stay, let me know in the comments. I really want to know. And I am not playing this mod again. Last night, Kaiser Wilhelm III died in his sleep. Political power plus 10. Retire Wilhelm. What? So who's in charge now? Wilhelm IV. And this guy, he's a reformer, right? And the party that's currently in charge do not like that. So there's this constant battle between what he wants and he's just saying outrageous things that the party considers outrageous and the party's trying to fight back. It's weird. We got another bunch of decisions. That's cool. I definitely weren't sick of them already. So we need women to vote. Can we vote on it? Yeah, we got majority. So let's do it, right? Let's vote. It turns out, no, we hadn't passed it. You have to get support in something else, like the Bundestag, and then pass it in that, in the Reichstag. And I didn't realize this, so I failed it. Now it's not going to pass. Now it's going to fail. Are you kidding? I can't select the thing again. The law's going to fail now. It was going to pass, and now it's going to fail. I can't stand this game, man. Why can't people just make a mod that is simple and doesn't have to be like all fucking you can do shit wrong? Bro, I can't stand it. And now, oh look, now I can gather support again. Safe to say I wasn't too happy. Let's go to next year, shall we? Okay, look, I know I've failed the reforms and I've got no stability and I've failed everything. The women's suffrage, I think I failed as well. I'm failing everything, okay? But that doesn't matter, right? We can still win the war and we will still win the war with our army, okay? That's the whole point of this. So I'm not going to restart but just because I failed some reforms. I was very close to, though. I was not happy. I was not a happy man then. But I'm good now. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. Now, at this point, I'm still under the assumption that a war is going to happen. I'm so naive. All right, we got the Warsaw Plan. It is reconstructing Eastern Europe. So look at all this. We got breakthrough against country Britain, Italy, and France. I mean, why would these bonuses even be included in the focus tree if I'm not going to go to war? But don't worry, I use console commands to go to war anyway, so there is a war. Okay, I just had to force it. Where is a good place for a nuclear reactor in Germany? Easy, Bavaria. Next question. I hadn't organized my army yet, so I quickly set it up for a two-front war. Organize my army. 16 defending this border here. I don't have to worry about this because my navy will take out the Russians. I'm going to rush down France. This is all hypothetical, of course. The rest are on the Russian border. Anyway, Britain left the Oxford Treaty, which then created a bit more tension. The Kaiser is understandably furious and wants to know what our course of action will be to regard this blatant act of disregard for the international law and the might of the German Empire. I would like to apologize for my critiques about a war not starting. It's completely my fault. I'm just not encouraging it at all. I picked the one where it's like they can have it. No wonder a war isn't starting. I'm literally doing appeasement, but the critique is still fair because in our focus tree there should be a way to declare war and it isn't. So the critique is still fair. We have the option to support the American Union State in America, obviously. And this comes in handy and later, okay? 100%. The eyes of the Kaiser and the Imperial Secretaries only. Currently, the situation in the Americas as they pertain to Germany can be broken down into 3 specific regions of interest. But we got to support the AUS. English or Spanish, guys. English or Spanish.
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that K, did you feel the hole? Hope you find peace for yourself. New boyfriend ain't gon' feel the void. Do you even really like this track? Take away the drugs, would you feel the noise? More and more you try to run away. You fucking yourself, do you feel the toy?
Okay, you win, I give up. I give up, you win. Fine, I'm sorry guys, I had to do it. And for those of you that skipped, just know that you were weak and you move further. These are the kind of things I was doing while I was waiting for the war to start, because I assumed it was going to start. So I was like driving myself insane. Okie, I'm starting to get worried that nothing is going to happen. I'm sure something will happen. Like, Russia hasn't said anything to me. I assume Russia want their territories back. You know, you'd think that's a pretty safe bet, but no. Uh-oh. Here we go. Finally, something's happening. North French students march in the streets. Okay. But you know what I didn't expect? I didn't expect a revolution in northern France. A communist revolution was about to occur in Paris, and if the Accord attacked me then, I would be pretty vulnerable. Whoa. Revolution in North France. The flames of revolution sweep across northern France with fires playing against the morning sun. French royalists find themselves surrounded by the countrymen, but surprisingly, German counterparts opt not to support them. German forces hastily withdraw from the Kingdom of France, packing up posts, burning classified documents, and sabotaging equipment. This disappoints royalists, packed sympathizers, and German hawks. Although German forces could have provided support, the High Command and the Kaiser seem wary of French conflicts. Despite limited pack support, the unstable and hostile French population remains a challenge. The kingdom's future is uncertain, as the king faces another Orientist regime failing to the revolution. So now we're okay, thank God I got so many divisions over here. Alright, let's go. Just like that, it was over. A few mechanized divisions stopped it. It would have been really nice if the Accord attacked me simultaneously. That would have really thrown me off. I've never experienced something like that in Hoi 4, but it was not to be, so it was instantly finished. Nice, we just crushed that revolution instantly. Alright, that was really easy. I'm gonna take Paris myself. Paris is mine. Under German control. Extend nuclear defenses to the Kingdom of Finland. Guarantee independence. Bro, Finland's in the Reichspakt. What do you mean guarantee independence? In 1958, nothing happened, okay? So I decided that 1959 would be the year that I use console commands to initiate the war. Oh, look at this. Oh, the trees opened up. Whoa, this opened up. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Oh, I'm declaring war, guys. Oh, my days. Look at this. Suddenly, we found ourselves on a two-front war. I don't know how that happened. According to Canadian military stuff, Holland has been at the site of a nuclear detonation. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put my planes up. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oh, I'm making a mistake. Bro, I've literally got supremacy. Oh. This mod never fails to disappoint me. We instantly rolled over France. And it would be the same for Spain and Italy. They were absolutely no challenge whatsoever, so onto Russia. I encircled and captured Petrograd, and I also forgot to mention that I have a collab government against Russia, so it shouldn't take too many victory points. Dude, where do we have to get? We've got a collab government on them. What do we mean that's not enough? We've taken Volgoda, Kazan, Samara? Where else do we have to go? So it looks like we're going past the Urals. So while I waited, I invaded Britain because I might as well. Oh, these guys were stuck in a naval battle. Hurry up. Take it. Force attack. Ironically, this might have been the hardest landing in Britain I think I've ever had. Nonetheless, I was still able to do it. Fall of London. Russia was about to capitulate, and then I realized I didn't have player-led peace conferences on. So yeah, this is going to be a great peace deal, guys. What is this? Russian Republic is a puppet of Finland, and then I got my Russian Republic, which, okay. This is what happens when you don't have player-led peace conferences on, guys. What is that? Transcaucasian Military District. Ukraine took some land. They could have taken that and not that. Now, the only enemy left of the Accord is Canada. And remember when I said America's going to come in useful? Well, here it is. Whoa, what's that? The American Union State declared war on New England. Whoa, why? That's such a coincidence, considering I have my troops over here. That is such a coincidence. I finished off Canada, and this peace deal is also something. France just annexed Spain, nice. France just annexed Greece and Serbia and Albania, okay. I also puppeted Britain. Overall, I give this mod a, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Obviously, this mod just came out, so there's a lot of room to grow, and it's actually really interesting. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.